Hey, did you know that gardening in Indonesia has become super popular? A lot of households start home gardening during the pandemic era, but here's the problem. 60% of Indonesian gardeners don't know how to trust when it comes gardening advice online. The information they find is either too complicated or basic or just plain it wrong, and it gets worse. Only 20% of home gardeners know how to spot common plant disease. Imagine spending all the time and energy growing your garden only to watch your plants die because you couldn't figure out what was wrong. It's frustrating, right? So that we are come in. We create mobile app named KebunQ, a real-time image-based solution for identifying plant disease that makes gardening easier, smarter, and more fun. And what is it about? Let's watch this video about our products.
Do you have a plant? Cucumber? Tomato? Grape? Struggling to identify plant diseases and find solutions? Now, KebunQ is here for you. Detect plant diseases in seconds. Simply capture a leaf and let KebunQ detect the disease, provide treatment advice, and share expert articles, all in seconds. Save your detection history, explore a complete diseases list, and enjoy our sleek dark mode. Smart detection, healthy plants. With KebunQ.
What solution are we trying to provide? Simply put, with KebunQ you can upload image of your plant and our technology will instantly diagnose any problems and recommend treatment. It's fast, accurate, and easy for gardeners of all levels. Now let me introduce you to the amazing team behind KebunQ. The team consists of three divisions: cloud computing, mobile development, and machine learning. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Tita Sari Pratiwi, the leader of our team and part of the cloud computing team. Then there's Abhinovan, the same team as me, who will continue the presentation about our app development technology.
Alright, as you can see here, we utilize a variety of tools we use to support the development process, ranging from languages, programming languages, to cloud services. So here is our project milestone. It's divided into 6 phases, each spanning 1 week. In week 1, we do research and ideation. We conduct research and ideation to determine what application we want to make and the features to include. In week 2, we design the user interface and outline how the application will function. In week 3, we begin development and data collection and prepare the necessary cloud infrastructure. In week 4, we complete the application development and integrate all parts of the application into one application. In week 5, we test the application and resolve any existing bugs. In week 6, we do we monitor the application performance and document the project. Currently, we have 3 plants to detect. It's cucumber, tomato, and grape.
So in this slide, I will explain the KebunQ app features. So this is the detection filter and prediction history. The detection filter is on the homepage. You can choose the plant that you want to predict, and after that you can take a photo from camera or you can gallery, and then after press the analysis button, the result will be displayed. After press this is analysis button, your analysis the result will be treatment solution. And after that, if you want to read the article, this is just press the read article button, and the result will be saved in the want to prediction history. And you can check the details, just press the article button. So this is the detection filter and prediction history. This is our research list filter, and on the setting menu, we can change our apps look to the dark mode. So we brainstorm and design our application, Kebunku, by using Figma. And here there's a QR code that you can scan to see our design.
We've highlighted the SWOT analysis of our project Kebun Cube. Let's start with the strengths. Our solution is practical and directly addresses the needs of farmers. It is also highly relevant and it enhances time efficiency. Moving to the weaknesses, we recognize that there are areas where the app's performance can be further optimized. Then, the accuracy of disease identification. Also, the app is currently has limited coverage and expanding it is part of our future goals. Now, on to the opportunities. There is significant potential for future expansion, such as integrating new tools or AI advancements. Market demand for innovative solutions in agricultural is growing, and we also aim to boost farmer productivity, making their work more efficient and sustainable. Lastly, the threats. We face competition from other agricultural tech solutions in the market and the risk of having negative feedback, especially during early adoption. And finally, infrastructure limitations in rural areas could affect the app's usability. Now, here we have the comparison between the existing applications in the marketplace with our own product, Kebun Cube. As you can see here from the table, there's a difference in Plantix which it doesn't have a user-friendly interface. Also, both PictureDis and Plant app don't include educational content. On the other hand, our app, Kebun Cube, has the four key features: image recognition speed, disease detection, educational content, and user-friendly interface. Dear assessors, our future development is consisting of four key plans, which are community feature, more plant and disease, tracking disease on plant, and planning marketing and collaboration with partners. There's also a roadmap for our product. We start from January by adding more plant and disease and also optimizing basic feature. On February, we'll launch the community feature, and by April, we'll increase marketing, sponsor, and also collaborate with partners. Finally, on June 2025, through evaluation of application performance through data analysis and user feedback.
And now I will explain it about market analysis in market size and growth trends. In 2023, it was valued at 500 billion rupiah and is projected to grow to 913 billion rupiah by 2030. With a strong CAGR of 9.2%, this growth is driven by increasing adoption of AI and machine learning, growing awareness of sustainable farming, and rising demand for precision tools. And then I will explain about market share application area. Our target market includes diverse segments. First, commercial agriculture, contributing 50% of the market, and then home gardening, making up 30%. And last is research and education at 15%. And now I will explain about regional revenue contribution. In the graphic, we can see Java is the dominance of the users, which means 60% of users for intensive farming and high-tech adoptions. And then Sumatra is 25% for large-scale plantations. And then Kalimantan and Sulawesi is 10% for high-value crops.
We also highlight significant growth opportunities in the target niche market focusing on disease affecting grapes, tomatoes, and cucumbers. We aim to capture a market share of 5 to 10% with a projected revenue of 45 to 90 billion rupiah over the next 5 years. The Indonesian agri-tech market is growing rapidly with a 9.2% CAGR projected from 2023, driven by AI-based precision farming and government support for innovation. Kebun Q is well positioned as a promising solution in the space. Our monthly budget is 52 million rupiah, covering team salaries for the teams, external service, as well as publishing, marketing, and other expense. This ensures smooth operation and project success. Also, our profit expectation is 57 million rupiah, derived from subscription, in-app advertising, and sponsorship. These revenue streams ensure sustainability and growth for our app.
Our market strategy will focus on several key areas. We will run social media campaigns and also collaborate with agricultural partners. To improve visibility, we will use search engine optimization. And lastly, we will foster community engagement to build a loyal and active user base. Here are three key target market personas for KebunQ. First, farmers. They often struggle with visually identifying plant diseases on their farms. Next, we have gardening enthusiasts, people who love gardening but may not have a deep understanding of plant diseases. And the third, agricultural workers. They work in the field and find it time consuming to manually diagnose plant diseases. So, KBNQ addresses this frustration by offering real time image based disease detection, quick diagnosis, and actionable treatment tips. Next, risk factors and management. In here, you can see all the risks that we have identified and how we will manage it.